everybody, welcome back for another installation video by ArmorTech. I'm Zach Craig. Today we're going to show you how to install your ArmorTech doors onto your Can-Am Defender. Part number for the doors is UC865. Before we get too in depth with today's videos, let's go over a couple tools you're going to need for the project. You need a regular 7/16 open-end wrench, same with a 3/4 and also 11/16 size as well. A ratchet with a little star bit for taking our star bolts out of the plastics. A ratchet wrench with a 10mm socket. An Allen wrench, a P3 screwdriver bit, or you can insert a P3 bit into an impact wrench or drill to speed things up. Before we install our doors, we're going to have to remove our handlebar and our safety net first. You can just leave it rolling. These bottom bolts here, we're going to want to go ahead and put those back in place. We won't be needing those anymore. Come down to our bottom. We'll remove these. Also, we want to go ahead and place those bolts back into the plastics as well. We'll go ahead and unclip it. I know we're going to remove our handle here. We can just go ahead and take the seat by just a slight tug, lifting it up. Now take our 10mm and our ratchet wrench. 2 bolts here and here. We'll go ahead and remove those. We got both of those out. We're going to want to hang on to these because we're going to use these bolts in the mounting of our door jamb later on in the installation. Now we'll take, once again, our star bit and our ratchet and unbolt the top section of the handle. We'll go ahead and slide that off. Now you'll want to go ahead and take out our driver door jamb, and we'll also want to bust open our bag number 36 for our hardware to mount our jamb. You're also going to want to open up the bottom end of our another hardware bag that comes with, that has a bunch of bolts, flat washers, and nuts. First, we're going to go ahead with our door jamb now. We're going to take a 2-inch bolt, insert it through the top hole here, and into a pre-tapped hole that's in the frame. And we'll go ahead and get that started first. And we'll just let our door jamb hang. Next, we'll take one of our side mounting plates. This will actually hug the rear roll bar and bolt through these 2 holes in the sides of the jamb. We'll secure this with a lock nut. Now we'll take our Z strap here, and the 2 bolts that we took out of the handlebar are going to go right back in the same bolt location. We're going to slide those back in through the gap of the plastic there and reinsert these. Now we'll take a 5/8 bolt through the outside of the jamb and in through the hole of our Z bracket there that is now connected. And take a flat washer, a lock washer, and a nut. Now we'll take our ratchet wrench with our 10mm socket and go ahead and tighten everything down. There's a very small jam nut that will go back on the back of our 2-inch bolt here. I'm going to lock that in to keep that from coming out. And tighten our original bolts down on our Z strap. We'll tighten down the rest of our bolts here. Next we want to put on our latch assembly. We'll first take our striker plate here that mounts our striker bolts for our latching. We've got a little bitty piece with weld nuts in to slide in behind our frame. We'll want to mount this thing with our 90-degree bend facing inward towards the bike and the slots slotted left and right. Take a little piece, go in through the hole of the frame here, set our plate up. We'll now take our Allen head bolts, go ahead and get this allows up and down play and also forward and reverse play to ensure that we latch properly. Next we'll take our striker bolt, and again this has adjustment slotted left and right movement to ensure that we latch properly. We'll now take our 11/16 wrench and our 3/4 and slightly snug this up. We now want to find another hardware bag that has some of our hinges. We can go ahead and mount our hinges onto our door and our jamb now. Today we're going to first start off on mounting our hinges to our jamb. We want to take our female hinge here with the hole. We're going to make sure that's going to be, the female hole is going to be towards the ground with the hole facing upward for our male that will go into the door to come down and slide into. We'll now take our 5/8 bolt with a flat washer, lock washer, and 1/4 inch nut. Okay, tight. Go ahead and we're going to push these to where they find center. Okay. Again, with the male prong facing downwards, we'll put the one on the bottom. These also have left and right adjustment. And we're going to just pull those to the edge of the door and then slightly snug those down. Right, now we'll take our door and we'll mount it onto our jamb. Just pick it up like so. We want to come to a 90-degree angle with the bike, and they should slide in at the same time. Now we're going to go ahead and mount the handle onto the door. I have 3 standard small 10mm bolts here, and those go into these gold threaded holes. We've got 3 different size bolts here that go into the end of our latch of our punch mechanism here, and this is just simply to extend our punch. That way we don't have to push so far in on our punch button to get the door to pop open. On this particular bike we're going to use our short bolt. We'll go ahead and get our jamb nut started on there, run it up, and just barely start maybe 3 or 4 threads and run our jamb nut down tight. Okay, these 3 holes should match our door. What I normally do is push the handle latch and stick it in our main hole there to kind of get us centered up. Go ahead and start those through. Now we'll take our ratchet wrench with our 10mm socket, and we'll go ahead and tighten these dudes down. We're going to want to go ahead and loosen these back up just a little bit, because most of our main adjustment is in our hinges. Then we're going to go ahead and shut the door. That way it kind of speeds our alignment up. Okay, that's where our door naturally wants to sit. So then we'll come back and we'll tighten these down. Now our door is mounted on, our hinges are tight. Now we're going to make sure we're latching properly. Looks like we're pretty center, but we are coming all the way in with the door and we're still not latching. So now we're just going to take our wrenches again, our 11/16 and our 3/4. I'm releasing this bolt up and slide it out just a little bit. Tight. She seals up nice and tight and shuts. You can enjoy it on your next ride. Thanks for watching.